What's going on, family? It's your brother Lawrence here with this week's episode of Required Reading. Now, this week we have one article, and particularly because this week is anchored, if you're in the United States, it's anchored by the election. Now, I think this has been building up for a lot of time. There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of concern throughout the entire country. And even it's taking place today, election. I have done my ballot, I've voted, I've done all that good stuff. But this article that I read came out yesterday, and it was by my brother Rich Velotis. He's actually a pastor of a church, New Life Fellowship Church in Queens, and he had an article in Relevant magazine titled "Why Do People Get So Mad When Their Political Party is Criticized?" Now, there's such richness in this, and now this is not a view of, oh, here comes an article about all sides, and look, this is an article that kind of actually forces somebody to get a bit introspective about how so easily we fuse our identities with the ideologies, with the parties, with the things that we believe in, the things that we love, the associations, the parties, the things that we're a part of. Why it becomes so caustic, why the vitriol is so deep, because it goes a layer deeper in how we envision identities. And so to almost to critique these things is to critique our very being. And I think that Rich does an amazing job. I love how he brought in some family systems theory. Shout out to some of the counseling training that many people get. But he kind of pulled that in, and I think it's relevant for many reasons. I don't know what the outcome of today will be. No one knows. And it probably may be a couple of days until anyone really understands where things stand. What I do know is that the level of worry, the level of anxiety is real. They're real tangible impacts, they're real tangible implications for what's going to happen because of this election. Let's not get it twisted. But there's been something happen in people's souls that I've seen, their well-being, their mental well-being, their interpersonal ability to connect, their ability to hear, that obviously is not new to our generation, but I think it's more visible when you are seeing all social media and how deep it is, how personal it gets, where people almost deify, they can almost deify the people that they're for. And I'm not just talking at a presidential level, I'm talking about on any level, whether it be a musician, from beyond a politician, whether it be a leader. And once somebody is connected to them, they can't even hear anything, nor you even challenging that is challenging their very existence and being. And so what I think about is great about this article is I think that it is relevant beyond the political spectrum, but I think it's particularly timely for the political spectrum. And I do think this is going to be something that's helpful. I think it's something that will challenge people to be reflective. It'll challenge us a bit to unencumber and think a lot more deeply about how deeply connected we are, and do we leave any space? Do we leave any space? Is there any distance between our associations and who we are? And I think for many people, the idea of an identity being held to something like that, it is certainly not a healthy thing. And so, again, my day has been spent kind of praying with and for this country, picking up the phone, calling family, friends, just to connect, and disconnecting a bit. But my hope and my prayer is for people to experience and be comforted through this, because I know it's not going to be easy. But I also hope that people have the tools to kind of be healthy through this, as healthy as they can be, interpersonally, individually. And so that's my hope, that's my prayer. And I do think that this article, "Why Do People Get So Mad When Their Political Party Gets Criticized?" by our brother Rich, is a really one, and a really good timely one, that I think everyone would benefit from. So again, that's my recommended meeting for the week. And as always, find an article, send it along. I think we'll definitely get back to our regular schedule. I read like 15 articles this week, but this one just kind of stood out. So again, look forward to connecting with y'all next week and for another episode of Required Reading. Take care, y'all.